Keep coming. Right, stop.
Hello everyone, welcome back to another video on the channel. Today we're going to do something a little bit different, a wee bit more behind the scenes, as I appreciate that quite a lot of the videos that I do on here are events and big things happening, and quite a lot of the background stuff gets missed. So today is the day before the track day at Knockhill, where she's going on track. So this is the 7th of March. The track day is the 8th of March. You're going to be seeing this video, the following video on the channel. So this video is going to be the kind of prep video for getting to the track, and then the next video you see is going to be on the track. So today I'm going to spend a little bit of time giving the car some TLC. It has been away for some work lately, which you'll have already seen on the channel, so it's needing a good clean. And in the background there, you can see that the trailer is sitting there ready to go, so we've finally got the trailer up and running. So the plan for this video is going to be give the car a good maintenance wash, get it ready to go to the track. Can't have it going there dirty. We'll load the car onto the trailer and we'll get prepared for tomorrow morning. We need to get all our tools and everything all ready to go. So this is maybe not a video for everyone, but if you come along with me a wee bit behind the scenes on Dreamscape of what we do to get ready to go to the track, because it's quite substantial what we actually have to do. So yeah, if you like more behind the scenes stuff, then this is a video for you. And if that's the case, hit subscribe, follow on, and we'll have a wee afternoon together getting ready to go to Knockhill. Okay, nice one. So first things first then, I need to get the car cleaned. You probably can't see from that distance too much, but it is incredibly dirty. So the car has been to Mac Motorsport to get all of the latest work done. So the new seat, the suspension, the new alignment, the turbo blanket, the front mount intercooler. So if you haven't seen that video, it's literally the last couple of videos on the channel there, so go and check that out. But yeah, it needs to be cleaned. I can't be taking the advertising car for the channel to Knockhill bogging, so I'm going to use my dual auto care products today. So I've got the Bahama Blue shampoo here, and I've actually got their special wheel cleaner in a dilution bottle here. So thanks to Dual Auto Care. As I've said on TikTok before, I'm an affiliate now for Dual Auto Care, so I'm going to be using their products across YouTube and TikTok. So yeah, I'm going to be using a combination of these two things. Bit of snow foam, we'll get this car cleaned. I'll take you along on a wee journey for the clean, but I'll speed those clips up just so you can see the process. But let me tell you, white snow foam going onto this wrap on this car, it looks fantastic. So yeah, let's get stuck in with the wash, and then we'll move on to tools and whatnot that I need to take to the track before Liam gets here. First thing is first. So we need to get the Dual Auto Care wheel cleaner on, because this car, the brake pads that are on this car are Ferodo DS 1.11s, which in terms of brake dust, incredible. In fact, they've already started to perish the powder coat on the back wheel, so I need to cover that a lot. So plenty of coverage right all over everything. These Dual Auto Care dilution bottles are fantastic, by the way. For anyone that's struggling with dilution, it's got all the readings on the back. So if you want one of these, I'm just going to drop the link in the description to Dual Auto Care's website, and you can get everything on there. Obviously, once we've sprayed this on, we leave it for 5 minutes, same as you would with any other type of wheel cleaner. I'm just going to get the tyre as well, because the tyres are absolutely howling. Nice. I'll tell you something, there isn't a bad angle for this wrap. Dapper Automotive absolutely smashed it. Right, this can go away for now. So my garage is a bit upside down because I had a leak on a pipe and I had to cut wet gyprock down. So I'm not too happy about that. So as with any car wash routine, even a wrap, 2-bucket method, as always. How annoying is it when the hose gets tangled I bought this extended hose, so that didn't happen, but still happens. Right, this is the maximum aura bit. Oh yeah. This is never not satisfying. Bum 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 bum. Nice. Scotland flag on the roof. Okay, first snow foam done. Let me tell you something. So this Bahama Blue car shampoo, I'm always looking for a shampoo that doesn't streak. And although it may be hard to tell if it's streaking on that car because of the wrap, but it's really good. It doesn't streak much. I've used it on the R56 JCW, which is over there as well, and it's really good. So yeah, I'm going to just let that dwell for a couple of minutes, lift up some of that dirt that's there. We'll take the first snow foam off, second snow foam goes on, and then I'll hit it with the wash mitt. I'm going to speed that bit up, obviously, because you've seen someone wash a car before. The whole point of this is really just to show you behind the scenes prep for track day. Let's get the first snow foam run off of the car. So this is designed, obviously, I've said this in many of my videos, to just take off the first layer of dirt. I'm going to go for the wheels. Right, stage one, done. So, the car's looking pretty good. Obviously, if you've watched the previous video, you'll have seen we've got the AirTech front mount intercooler down there. So that's looking really good. The car's performing well. Last night, it went to one of our good mates' houses, who is a mechanic, and he done a coolant flush and a new thermostat housing and a new thermostat. This car, I've noticed it a few times on the track, runs a little bit warm, probably like 102, 103, sometimes up to 107, 108 water temp, which I believe is relatively normal for these cars, but I much prefer it to run a little lower than that. So we've done a fresh coolant flush and the new thermostat and thermostat housing, and we took it for a good test drive on the road, and it seems to have done the job that we wanted. So I'm really happy with that. He literally just finished that last night. So I'm going to now do the second snow foam and start hitting it with a wash mitt. So this will happen quickly for you. Nice and clean, that is what we want. So I'm going to get the DeWalt leaf blower and give it a wee blow dry. I'm not going to share that bit with you, but as I said, phone call from Liam, he's on his way. So we will get ourselves organised, we'll get the fuel cans and everything filled up, we'll get the tool box organised, and yeah, we'll get the car loaded onto the trailer. The obvious things, axle stands, we've got a jack in the car. So in this box, this is like the service box, so we've got brake fluid, we've got NGK iridium spark plugs, we've got brake cleaner, we've got spare spacers, WD-40, and I've got a spare ignition coil in here because you just never know when you might have some ignition issues. Oil, same oil that's in the car right now, so Fuchs Titan Pro 5W40 fully synthetic. So there's about a litre in here. These cars, when you're using them as a daily, will burn oil. Track is slightly different because it's less miles, but still you always want to have some oil with you, just in case. This box here is, to be honest, just a box full of stuff. So we've got things in case you drop a bolt in the engine bay, you've got that. Yeah, just a load of stuff, bolts, hammers, exhaust paste, things. You just never know what you might need, so you should always have a box of rubbish with you. Cable ties and whatnot for when you have a wee bump. And then, move the camera a little. In this box, so we've got socket sets, tyre pressure gauge, impact gun, prize bars, all different types of Torx fittings and all that. So this is literally just in case we need to take the car apart at the side of the track. So we've pretty much got what we would need to do, like a kind of mini fix. Obviously there's some things that you're not going to be able to fix, but if you can take the car apart and get yourself back on the track, then we've got enough friends and people and things around us to help us do that type of thing. So yeah, I think that's mostly it. I call that the service kit, but that's kind of everything that we take. So now that Liam's here, we'll need to take the fuel cans up to the petrol station. We'll fill them 20 litre cans with 99 unleaded, and then we'll get this car on the trailer. Getting ready to load up. Liam's just doing tyre pressures on the trailer at the moment. Let's get a wee look till we see. This is a new task for us, loading up onto our trailer, so we'll just take more time.
So we are finished on this one. So we are checking all tyre pressures on, we just done the trailer and now we're doing the car, just to make sure that everything is sweet, because, well, this is obviously our first time doing it, so we just want to make sure everything's alright. And it was feeling a bit wobbly last night, so we just feel if we put all the tyre pressures to the right standard they should be at, then hopefully it will help and save fuel. Mostly.
So 39?
39 for here. 39. The splitter fell up there, but
the splitter's not going to hit me.
The bumper. Whoa! Stop. Bumper. It's right on it. Are you sure? No, but it didn't do that like that. The bumper actually, it actually flexed there. Right. Come a wee tiny bit more. Keep coming, keep coming. Right, stop. It's no squint, is it? So, if we stand back, so bring the camera back here, so you can see that it's a bit closer to the left-hand side. But, so last night when we loaded on, it was actually sitting a wee bit squint, but it was dark, so we couldn't really see. But if you look at it, the wheel width of the actual trailer, but the wheel width of the ramp is skinnier. So when you're loading it on, your tyres max over here, and it's actually the width of that. But see, once you get up there, you've got loads of room. So, but that was the second time, and I didn't cry, so we done well there. So
Got it figured out, mate.
are we just handbrake? Handbrake?
Handbrake, yeah.
That's it.
Right, so we've just done straps on that side there, so we got a bit of advice from Danny, who is Mark 6 EcoBoost online, who has been helping us from day one with the track car stuff, so thank you, mate. We have got it strapped the way that I was told by him, and well, he knows, I don't. So we're just going to do the other side now. I'm not going to bore you with that, we'll just get that done and then we will move and get parked up for the night. Here we go. Right, I'll take yous with me. So that's us locked and loaded, so we've got ready to rock and roll in the morning, so I'm just going to park a few cars kind of in the area. But yeah, so that was a wee day in the life. I hope you enjoyed that, a wee bit more kind of prep work and stuff going on. Me and Liam getting ourselves ready to go to the track. So the next video you're going to see is us at Knockhill, thrashing the Mini around the track and being able to bring it home safely on the trailer. So thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed a wee bit more behind the scenes, hit like, hit subscribe, and we'll see you at the track.